And plus, those two burgers are just looks really good. They got the double cheeseburger. They got the original burger, animal fries, you know, and then there's a number three. It looks like it's like a plain cheeseburger. Well, it's not that bad, but if you get one of those good juicy ones, chiles are just too really good for all those Mexican styles, spreads, you know. You could get more attention for that stuff, you know, because I was been overjoyed to that stuff since I was like a big kid back then. You know what I mean? I never been in and out since like when the new place got open since like in the mid 2000s, I think. Cause it's just a little weird because you didn't know like those California burgers are just so tasty, but so a little bit random because people haven't enjoyed In-N-Out yet that much because they didn't know it's a totally underrated restaurant ever seen. And they didn't sell kids meals like McDonald's did. McDonald's is a totally Californian seller burgers I ever seen. Where all those Big Mac and all kind of stuff, they rank off the charts for the California burgers that I've ever seen in that today. With all those kids meals like Super Mario toys and all that stuff, it's not that bad. But to me, it's a very good juicy stuff that I can eat whatever I want. And that's one of my favorite fast food restaurants of all time is McDonald's because it's Californians fast food restaurant. Burger King is one of my favorites as also too, but that's Americans fast food restaurant because Burger King belongs to America. And you didn't know that. Well, Californians is all McDonald's, but don't describe me about In-N-Out because they don't have kids meals yet, but we'll find out and see if they got good ones in the future. See what happens. Alright, breaking news. Well, they just got raised to the pollutions lately from like back in the 90s to 2008 from the UC Berkeley. Well, where's that close to one of those industrial places? But for now, it's gets a little bit too drastically that's happening today. Okay, critical beatdown news. Okay, well, in this demanding and this pollution, it sounds very strange because I don't pay attention to all those industrial stuff from working because I'm not the part of the worker who works with all those steels and all kind of that stuff. Well, I don't do that stuff, but like my dad did. But it's a little weird. I can't pay attention on that stuff for now. But pollution is just so bad. They just can't connect it to how much commercials and residentials get so much coughed up in Berkeley. I'm like, UC Berkeley has to got to do something. They're multi-coughing so much because they're putting so much industrials next to the areas. And somebody have to get rid of them. I'm like, seriously. I'm like, we have to rebuild and put it somewhere else like they did in the SimCity. You know, I haven't played that game before when I was like a little kid. You know, I was a nice kid playing with all the SimCity, just build one of these buildings and put it separate like industrials, residentials, commercials, and all that. You gotta recuperate yourself if you want to get your evasions to think about that stuff. Pollution, I know it's bad for the people because the population is gonna end up deep low, and they're gonna move somewhere else. Looking at live in an apartment or house to move away. It's not good. I know it's a bad industrial city because we know there's something that has to deal with all those pollution and stuff. If things gets ugly, why not the hell they should move for UC Berkeley for somewhere else? You know what I mean? Like, if Oakland wasn't paying attention to that stuff, you know, like one of these teams had to move. You know what I mean? I don't care. You know, the California Bears can still be the popular sports team for today, but I just don't get it why people just don't want to watch like California Bears because they're building too much industrials and complex and rest of the stuff is just not motivating all those populations to live in and live out. You know, it's not enough for these people to watch baseball, football, basketball during the outsides and inside. Well, it's not good enough to in the weather to see that shit. Especially in the clouds when you just go with pollution and just go like it gets worse. You know? A lot of Californians get multi-cough. So I know it's worse, but if you get multi-cough, get the Halls or Vicks or something like what the medicines that you need to get. Or if you have AIDS, just get a different random medicine, you know? I don't care what the hell says. Just eat a soup first and get a medicine. Who cares? I'm not contracting your ass. What the hell? Alright, so we'll be back after this, but I'm gonna give you some subjection news. I'm gonna have to tell you like about within like a minute or two. So we'll be back after this.